everyone, welcome to my channel. Today, what I want to share is how I grow this Monstera syrtepicana. This plant name is Monstera syrtepicana. It's like one of the variety of Monstera. And unlike other Monstera plant, it doesn't have a hole on the foliage, but instead it has a beautiful deep green color vein, and it has silvery color on top. For the light condition, we generally place them in a bright area just to encourage them to grow a little quicker. But actually this plant can handle from bright to shady spot. So even you place it in a little bit lower light room, still it's gonna perform very well. But even though when I say it's shady room or low light, it doesn't mean that it can perform well in no light condition. But compared to other indoor plants, I found it's also still performing pretty much well. We generally give water once in a week, and when you give water several times, just because to make sure all the soils can be moist enough. After that, we took out the plant from the pot and then put it outside so it can drain properly. About the fertilizer, we generally give fertilizer once in a month, but for 2 months or 3 months, even we are not giving, it's not really affecting the plant. But we just give fertilizer regularly to let them grow a little quicker and then be more bushier. During the warmer season, we give fertilizer once in a month, but during the cooler season, we give fertilizer once in 2 months or 3 months. Actually, the plant that I'm holding right now is the result of my experiment. I'm not really remember right now when was it the last time, but actually this plant is start from this one. Like it was only have one single stem and then was growing. Right now I feel like I need a little bit of cutting because that one is extremely long, and then I was trying to set that one on the soil, but then it really doesn't have enough space for putting up. I'm gonna give a cut a little bit. About the propagating this plant, actually for propagating it's super easy. This is the one that I've been doing propagating. This is water propagation, and then all you need to do is just get some cutting and then found out the node, which is the air root, and give it a cut and put it on water like this. Anyway, now we got some cuttings, and then that one has been grown a lot, so I will show you how I do the soil propagation and water propagation. Before I transfer to the soil, I tried to make the cuttings developing the root quite long enough. It can adjust on the soil a little more easily, so that's why I've been going like that, the root. Before I show you the water propagation, I'm just taking out the stuff. Like that. So what I did just now is I put already half of the soil inside, and our soil is already moisted. So just because they will develop the root in the water, so the root is need to be moist. So I just put some moist soil there, and then gonna grab the plants in a different direction each other. One, two. Three. And then put in the soil gently. And then all I need to do is filling up the soil inside. When I put the arrowroot in the soil, at the time what I'm most concerned is like, most careful is, I'm trying to not tapping the soil down too much, cause if I tap too much, it's gonna press the root, and then not only will damage the root, and also at the same time it's gonna make the root compress, and then eventually the water is coming out. So eventually it's gonna damage it. So when I just put the soil, I just slightly tap like that, and then gonna repeat all of them. Now let's do water propagation with the coding that I just made. Generally, if you wait until the arrowroot is big longer, then it has better chance to be established more. But for me, even it's about that long or even that long, which is very short, it's not even 1 centimeter I guess, but still it was pretty working, so I'm just gonna use everything for the propagation. I'm gonna give a cut between the nodes. I mean, that kind of thing is like, even you just can put as it is, but if I put like that, from there it's just gonna be on one side, and then it will eventually become one plant. And I want to make it more, so I just cut to make it more. And anyway, each one has already an arrowroot, so. Yep, so I just made all cutting. Now all we need to do is you just can grab all together. Of course, you just can put everything inside too, but I want to make, if you want to make it a little more look prettier, I think it's better to grab everything with a hand. Like this. Just grab everything in a hand, and then you can tie it up here with the one string, and then if you put like that, it will be organized as now. But for me, it's fine, so I will just leave it. So gonna leave it as it is. and then just trying to make sure all the root can be in the water. And then all we need to do is leave it in the bright room and then change the water once in a week or twice in a week. I generally change the water once in a week, and then sometimes I even forget it and then change water once in 2 weeks. But for this plant, I found it didn't cause any problem. When you're doing cutting propagation, if your plant is turning to black color, that means it definitely has to change the water, cause that simply happen a lot when the water is dirty. That's how I do water propagation. So yes, I think in that way I handle everything about Monstera Stepicana. How I care about them, how to water propagating, how to trim, and also how to do soil propagation. Thank you for watching this video, and I wish the best for your Monstera Stepicana. Then I will see you later.